Hello. I think I have to greet with all of you in here in bahasa. Apa kabar semuanya? Okay, cool. Yeah, so thank you Lina for introducing me. So my name is Albert Palit, and currently I'm a head of e-commerce operations in mataharistore.com. But lastly, when the IRX contacted me, I was become the CEO of one of Korean company in cookie style, and also I'm a founder of my own startup called Sanubari Batik. So today I will share, how my experience to become the employee planner. Thank you, Teresa, for your good presentation. I also former employee in Kawan Lama in S Hardware. Okay, so opportunities and challenges for new brands and labels to succeed in Indonesia's online market. As we know, the Indonesian market is quite huge, which a potential market. Yeah, the online sales growth can be seen in every sector. I do believe that all of you guys know this data more than me because this data is already spread it out in Google and you can download. And after this, you can download also in this event. But the interesting is in Southeast Asia online retail segment, it show all increase. Increase due to for the next 2-3 years. So I believe like all categories, say fashion industry, electronics, gadgets, the furniture things, also for the whole retailer itself. As we can see today, there's so many retailers, company, offline go to the online. Like, yeah, Matahari department store, Kawan Lama, and then as we heard for the Lotte and all those things, they want to go the online market because the market is very, very sexy and nobody has the real winner in Indonesia at the time. And next is online influence and online traffic is the future of retail. Why? Because currently as we can see in the billboard that we call it the offline campaign. In my company, we have 2 teams to handle this marketing. One is for the offline marketing or the conservative marketing, and then the second one is the digital marketing. And in 2010, as we can see, the online, the analog only, which the offline marketing, it took a huge portion to influence customers go shopping. But in the next 10 years, or it's only like less than 4 years from now, you can see the digital influence almost took a big portion and almost the whole budget go into the digital marketing. But one thing that we have to take it concern is don't do ridiculous spending on digital marketing. Sorry for the digital marketing agency, I have to say this one because yeah, for the last 4 years, thanks to say for the very beginning e-commerce player to do spend like ridiculous to make it our social media full of their banners and all those things, right? But my suggestions for now on, especially for you guys already established in offline, you have your own branding, right? Say for some company like Kawan Lama Group, you have your more than 30, more than 50 stores. You have your own branding. I saw in S Hardware, there's many hanging mobile, rupa-rupa.com. If you go rupa-rupa.com, you will get special offer and so on. Also for the Matahari department store, we do it something like that. So we leverage all the offline assets to combine with the digital marketing. So for the digital marketing, we can spend it wisely and very, very targeted. So as we can see here, people change. lastly, people, when they want to buy a shirt, you have to go to the department store and then bring your vehicle, your car, and then you park in there. Cari parkiran, like sekarang udah 10.000 ya parkiran per day. So I think it's quite expensive only for looking for the white shirt. For me, as a male shopper, I know my size, and then I just use my fingertip, and then I got it the shirt. And it happened in our country. This is in Korea. In our country, tiap mau ngelihat ke kiri, lihat ke kanan, every single one use their gadgets, right? I do believe all of this audience, you have your smartphone and all those things, and there's some online activities there. At least you update one post in your using your gadget. So people change, and this is the opportunity for us, the e-commerce player, the offline retailer, the online retailer, to tap in, know your customers, like the speaker said before. So I just want to show that brand versus label. It happened especially for the fashion industry, but there's some case study. As we can see, this is the classic war, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. For the last like 20, 30 years, I do believe they always compete. Even more extreme in US, they put the competitor logos there, and Britney Spears took the Pepsi and so on. And also, as we can see, the revolution of creating logos from Reebok. I was from this company. They have their own logos until they got this one. I don't know, next year they will use what kind of logo. Also for Adidas, they have the Adidas Originals and so on. But in the top right-hand side corner, so we can see only the check, the Nike sign. It's quite powerful. Just put it that logo and people will go there. What I'm trying to say is in here, the power of branding versus label, and then you put it in the online portal, and you have to leverage all the offline assets that you had already. Yeah, and this one, oh, the head of e-commerce is coming, the Samsung. Hi, Rizky. Yeah, so this is Android versus iOS. Yes, we can see here, I'm the Android person. I wouldn't use the other one. But yeah, it happened in this country, and also I think in the world, Apple versus Samsung. It's the brand war and all those things. Jadi ya, di sini orang-orang ngelihatnya ya, udah kalau gue punya brand and then gue posting itu di online, khususnya kalau yang kayak begini, electronic and gadgets, they will have their own website, but they have to leverage all the marketplaces to put your product listed in there. Yeah, also for the other category, orang pintar versus bejo, yeah, we know it, right? So Indonesia, if the world have Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, yes, we have antangin versus tolak angin. So the power of branding, it's very, very powerful, if I can say, because when I go into the shopping mall, when I see the red sign, oh, this is a Matahari, oh, this is the blue one is the Samsung, and so on. So before you go into the online market, before you go into the Indonesian market, you have to create the powerful brand. It's first, especially for the newcomer wants to go Indonesian market, because it will be wasted if you only follow cek toko sebelah, this brand do this one 70% off, and then I have to do it 90%, and it will ruin your pricing and so on. If you already establish your product is a brand, not a label, and then you have to believe with your own products. So orang yang pakai antangin saya rasa sih agak susah ditarik pakai ke tolak angin. Yeah, so that's some case study that I show you to all of you guys in here. But as we can see here, for our company, mataharistore.com, it's a bit hard to introduce our new site or our new business channel. Because as we know, we already have Matahari Mall, owned by Lipo Group, and our offline business is very, very strong, which we have 42.8 market share in Indonesia, and Matahari Dep Store is one of the healthiest company in Southeast Asia. But ironically, last year, our market share in online is very, very low. Also, the contribution for the business itself is very, very low. So, how to brainwash all the customers without ruin our existing business? Yeah, so we have to create something something crazy in online. Tapi seperti yang saya bilang di awal, don't do ridiculous spending in digital marketing. So we leverage all the assets. We, Lipo Group, we have hospitals, we have media, we have our own department stores, is more than 150 stores. Also the schools and all those things. So we leverage all the assets and then we do calculate after it how many dollars that we have to spend in digital marketing to complement all the offline assets. So that's how we play currently, especially for this new business, because hard to convince even for our own offline customers. But the goal is not to shift the offline customers from Matahari Dep Store into the online, the Matahari Store, because that's the concern from all the biggest, all the e-commerce, all the offline company. Or if I create the online shop, it will take my offline customer. That's also the concern from us, the digital team, with the offline team, with the store operation and so on. They want to keep their merchandise. They want to share to the online team. I do believe all of you guys ngalamin juga yang kayak begitu. So the question is, how to succeed in this market? Everyone know the potential market, the opportunity in here. We have 259 million people in here, spread it out all the island. Java Island contribute more than 50% across this nation. But the question is how? Number one, why I put this in bahasa? Know your market and the culture. Pertama-tama once kita masuk ke pasar Indonesia, saya dulu pernah kerja di Zalora juga. Zalora is the Southeast Asia, right? Headquarter in Singapore. Indonesia, we have our own way. We know our market, we know our customer profile. Caranya mereka, connectivity kita itu masih sangat-sangat jauh dibanding dengan negara-negara lain. Say di Korea udah 5G sampai 6G, kita baru 4G itu pun baru di beberapa area. So you have to know your market and the culture. Oh, culture-nya orang Indonesia itu, they do browsing in working hours, tapi belanjanya itu nanti setelah jam 5-an. Atau misalnya kalau lagi ada World Cup, Piala Dunia, itu biasanya after 12 p.m., udah mau subuh-subuh itu rame itu, trafficnya tinggi. And then we have to provide the right merchandise in by looking our customer profile. And the second one is Nah, for the established company, they leverage their existing team. Say in one company, they have the team A&P, advertising and promotion. Oh, lu kan biasa pegang marketing, lu pegang digital marketing ya. It's totally different how you treat your conventional marketing and then the digital marketing. So you have to create or you have to build the dedicated team to manage your e-commerce division. And for the three pillars, yes, marketing is quite different, online and offline. Also for the operations, in the offline operations is store operations, SPG and store managers and so on. But in online, you have to provide the customer service, the photo shoot production, the studios, the customer service, and so on. And for the technology, our company, we have the IT team. Yes, the IT team is not the developers. But in online business, your stores is your digital, your screen. If something happens saya udah foto tapi belum ke display, what's the problem? And you have to build your IT team. But for the merchandise is the same. So basically, we have to treat differently offline and online business. And lastly, I think how to make it successful. YouTube fenomena ya saat ini banyak banget yang jadi YouTuber. Oke guys, balik lagi bareng gue di sini. And almost all company do very creative ads through the YouTube channels. So you can see yesterday I do browse for Durex company. They have very exciting YouTube ads and also the Downy. Yeah, so you have to look at this phenomenon. So I think for this session, I want to brainstorming with you guys, want to share with you guys about what I experienced through my own startup called Sanubari and also becoming an employee in a big company. We have to convince our own management that the digital business, the online business is the future. But realistically, currently the contribution from online comparing to the total business, I know it's very small. So some people say, hey, it's not worth it to hire the superstar in e-commerce. Apalagi kalau karyawan-karyawan online ini kan bayarannya mahal-mahal banget nih. Jadi, so that's our challenge to convince our own management first and then we create the strongest team and you go online. So that's all. Please follow my Instagram. No, that's not my point. This is, I want to share my discount code for all of you guys. You can shop through my voucher code, handsome AB100, and then you will get cashback 100,000 rupiah before we do the tanya jawab. Okay, anyone wanna ask? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Albert. So we probably have time, just one question.
Okay, one question.
Just one question.
Anyone?
Oh.
Please, Pak.
Hai Albert, saya Budi Harta. Mau nanya dengan Matahari Store so far.
Boleh kenceng.
Mau tahu sejauh ini Matahari Store dia go online, apa yang terjadi dengan bisnis proportion kaitannya dengan menggrab traffic ke
Kaitannya dengan apa, Pak?
Traffic atau bisnis size yang contribute to total size of bisnisnya Matahari.
Okay. Ya, thank you Pak. Matahari Store seperti yang saya tadi saya sampaikan, kontribusi ke total bisnisnya itu masih sangat-sangat kecil. Angkanya saya mungkin belum bisa share karena kita baru launching tanggal 9 November. but the result is very okay compare sebelumnya kita sebenarnya Matahari Store ini sudah listed di Matahari Mall dari tahun lalu. Tapi belum di-manage dengan serius seperti yang tadi saya bilang, tim online-nya tidak ada. Jadi we depends on the marketplace, which is the Matahari Mall, to manage all the merchandise. But currently when we build the new team, kita sudah punya tim operations, kita sudah punya tim merchandise, dan juga sekarang lagi mulai merambah ke tim marketing. Saat ini saya menjabat head of operations tapi handle juga marketing for all the campaign. Makanya saya bisa taruh foto saya sendiri di harga buset ini. But to answer your question, saat ini still below 10% contribute to all total business. But our future goal is we treat this Matahari Store as one of our POS, tapi size-nya ini seperti dengan 3 toko besar yang ada di Matahari Department Store. Saat ini kita punya lebih dari 150 toko, ya, so you can do calculate. Thank you, Pak.
Okay, thank you very much, Albert David Palit from mataharistore.com and also the founder and chief visionary officer from Sanubari Batik.
Thank you.
Albert akan bicara lagi di stream C, jadi ruangan lain stream C pada pukul 4:20. Jadi kalau masih mau bertanya-tanya ke Albert,